Saturday in Tryon, North Carolina. Our high today was about 58, and it was a beautiful sunny morning this morning, clouded over a little this afternoon, but I don't think we're going to get cold enough to get any snow, nor are they expecting much rain. There's a little chance of snow flurries up around the Tennessee, North Carolina border, but not down here. It's interesting, isn't it? The word commitment. During the Winter Olympics in 1980, everybody was watching a fellow by the name of Eric Heiden, who was expected to win 5 gold medals. Nobody was paying any attention to what was happening over on the ice rink where hockey was going on. But something interesting was happening over there. The U.S. team tied Sweden. They clobbered the Czechoslovakian team. They beat the Russians. And they came from behind to beat the Finns 4-2. When asked why this team of non-professional players did so well, the answer was commitment. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3 says, "Commit your works to the Lord, and your plans will be established." Why is it today in our society there is so much divorce, dropouts, give-ups, failure, runaways? It's all because of a lack of commitment. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10 says, "Be faithful unto death." Psalm 37, verse 5 says, "Commit your ways to the Lord, trust also in him, and he will do it." Yes, one of the things that we need to do as Christians is to commit. I had a pastor years ago who used to always say over and over again, it's those things that we want to get done that get done. And I believe that's true. I believe if we want to do something bad enough, and it is within God's will, that he will allow us to do it. And I believe that he looks very often to see what our level of commitment is, to see if we're really committed to following through, paying whatever price is necessary. That U.S. hockey team didn't win because they took well, let's give it our best shot kind of an approach. They won because they were committed to winning. And the same thing is true in a Christian's life. When we commit ourselves, knowing it's in the will of God, willing to pay whatever the price, then we will win. So what's the secret? What's the key to all of this? Well, we need to think eternal. We need to think about what's really important and eternal. We need to develop a confidence and a trust, not only in ourselves, but in God, in him giving us what we need. And then it's a commitment to surrender our own rights. That means be willing to pay the price. I remember years ago I read an interesting story about Cortez as he was invading Mexico. He didn't have a huge army, and Mexico was a big country with a pretty well-established army. When he landed his ships on the coast of Mexico and started to move inland and battle, his men looked back to the ships that had landed on the shore, and they were ablaze. Cortez had deliberately and willfully set his ships on fire, for there would be no retreat, only pushing forward for victory. I wonder if we would just surrender our rights, if we would say there's no retreat, and we really seek to do God's will, whether we wouldn't find the same kind of victories. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all of your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. That's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.